Hi, I'm Angela Perrone, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode in our History Bites series. Today, we will discuss the heroic performance by New York Knick Willis Reed, who propelled the Knicks to their first NBA championship in 1970. The Knicks hit the ground running in the 1969-1970 season, working their way toward the best team record in their history. A lineup dotted with stars like Willis Reed, Walt Frazier, Bill Bradley, and Phil Jackson powered the Knicks to a 23-1 start and overall 60-22 record. The team was skilled and hungry. However, the Los Angeles Lakers had a vast reservoir of playoff experience and some of the best players in the game. It wouldn't be an easy mountain to climb. Heading into the playoffs, the Lakers had a weaker season record of 46-36. The Phoenix Suns pushed them to 7 games, but the Lakers, with Chamberlain back from injury, swept the Atlanta Hawks in 4 to get to the finals. The Knicks had a slightly tougher road, offing the then Baltimore Bullets, today's Washington Wizards, 4-3 and handily eliminating the Milwaukee Bucks 4-1. Though the Knicks had the better record, many sports writers and odds makers figured that this would finally be the Lakers' year. In April of 1970, the Knicks faced off in the NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers, a powerhouse team led by stars like Wilt Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West. The series was tied 3-3, and Game 7 was do or die. On May 8, 1970, at Madison Square Garden, the stage was set for Game 7 of the NBA Finals between the New York Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers. But one question hung over the arena like a storm cloud. Would Willis Reed, the Knicks' injured captain, play? His answer would become the stuff of legend. Willis Reed, a 6'9" center and the heart of the Knicks, had dominated early in the series. But in Game 5, disaster struck. Reed tore a muscle in his right thigh in Game 5 at the Garden. It seemed that the Knicks' first trip to the finals since 1953 would end sourly. Reed was unable to play in Game 6, and without him, the Knicks lost that game 135-113. But as Game 7 loomed, doctors doubted Reed could even walk, let alone play against Chamberlain, one of the most dominant forces in NBA history. When we get to the game, Willis is in the trainer's room. Everybody keeps going in, checking him out. Teammate Walt Frazier said, "He's in there getting the treatment." Red Holtzman said, "Hey, close the door." He said, "Whether Willis plays tonight or not, guys, we gotta play. Forget about Willis. Focus on what you guys are doing." We're on the court. Willis is in the trainer's room with the door closed. We had no idea if he'd play or not. I was thinking, how are we going to do this without Willis? On the night of Game 7, Madison Square Garden buzzed with anticipation. Fans chanted Reed's name, hoping for a miracle. The Knicks' locker room was silent. Reed wasn't there for warm-ups. Then, just minutes before tip-off, a roar erupted from the crowd. Knicks teammate Walt Frazier remembered, "We were all shooting around. When Willis came out, everybody stopped. The Lakers stopped, our team stopped. The crowd went berserk. I know I was facing the tunnel. I didn't have to turn around when he came out. I saw him right away. It was so emotional, and the crowd never shut up from that point on. They were only able to sing half the anthem before the crowd drowned it out." Willis Reed limped out of the tunnel and onto the court, each step a battle against pain. The Garden exploded, 18,000 fans on their feet, screaming, some in tears. Even the Lakers stopped their warm-ups, stunned. Lakers guard Jerry West later said, "I knew we were in trouble the moment I saw him." Reed's presence was electric, but he could barely move. The Knicks' burly center had taken 400 milligrams of carbocaine and 8 cc's of cortisone via Dr. James Parkle's needle to mask the pain of a torn right thigh muscle. Yet every step was agony. Still, he started the game and made history with his first 2 shots, a mid-range jumper, then another. The Knicks fed off his courage, jumping to an early lead. Reed played just 27 minutes and scored only 4 points, but his impact was immeasurable. Walt Frazier delivered a masterpiece, 36 points, 19 assists, leading the Knicks to a 113-99 victory. Reed's 2 baskets were symbolic, but his presence inspired a team and a city. The Knicks won their first ever NBA championship that night. Reed was named Finals MVP, a testament to his leadership. His teammates later said that they'd never seen anything like it. That's the one element at which Frazier still bristles. For all his love of Reed as a consummate leader and a man's man, Frazier's best ever performance is still called the Willis Reed game. I was like, come on man, I had that kind of game. Frazier said, but if he didn't do what he did, I wouldn't have had that game. He was so instrumental, and once we saw him on the court, the die was cast. Willis Reed's Game 7 performance transcended basketball. It became a symbol of grit, heart, and leadership. Later that night, Howard Cosell told Reed on national television, "You exemplify the very best that the human spirit can offer." Decades later, it's still one of the most iconic moments in NBA history and remains a watershed moment in expanding the popularity of the NBA. It's a highlight of New York sports legend, and Willis Reed remains one of the city's greatest sports heroes. Thank you for joining us for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, click like, and if you watched on YouTube, hit subscribe. Thanks so much, and we'll see you all next time.